Hi everyone. I'm in the car, but I'm not driving. Pardon the sounds outside. So I just came out of the dermatologist's office when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer. I knew at some point I should like get a skin screening or whatever because my skin is fair. And I have freckles and I have no makeup on at all right now, but I've gotten like some of these spots as I've gotten older and what turned out to be seborrheic keratosis, which I don't know if that just happens as you're getting older. So that's not so much what this is, but anyhow, the point I bring that up is, and the point of really the vlog today is, it's good to go see a doctor where that really has nothing to do with breast cancer. Like if there's a doctor that you're like, oh yeah, I really should go and do that. Like if you go to get a colonoscopy, if that's routine for you and you don't expect there to be any issues. It was really nice today. It was really, really nice today. And I'm probably gonna start crying to go into an office, and I had every expectation that when I was there, he was going to say, oh, this is skin cancer and this is skin cancer, and here's how we have to like cut apart your face to get rid of stuff. And that's not what he said. I even had him, because you're talking about skin, and I said I had a double mastectomy. I don't know if you want to look at those scars or not. Like, I haven't been to a dermatologist since this happened, and before it was for like a rash from the wrong detergent or something stupid like 30 years ago. So I did, and it wasn't weird for me, that he had a nurse come in and he's like, if you're comfortable with it. And I'm like, I take my stuff off for doctors all the time. Like, I'm very used to it. And yeah, whatever. I honestly don't even remember what he said about my scars and stuff. I don't even know why I had him look at it. But the point is, like, as you get older, you start to get these, weird age spots or whatever. He didn't call any of them age spots. I don't even know what the technical term for age spots is. But he said to me that, in his 30 years of practice, people that are my age, he's like, my skin is in fantastic condition, and there is no skin cancer anywhere. I think he said like everything looks great or whatever. I have to slow it down here. Like whatever sentence that he said, I don't even remember. It was just like, you're all good. And I don't usually hear that when I'm leaving a doctor appointment. It's like, oh, here's a new med to take. Oh, like the side effects that you say that you're having, I'm sorry, those don't really exist. And, I feel minimized, especially lately with doctor's appointments, because I feel like I'm not being heard. And just to have this little nugget of this appointment to dermatology and to hear that, like, not only is there nothing wrong, but that, like, things look great. And my skin is very fair. I mean, my face obviously gets a little bit darker. I get freckles and stuff in the sun, but like this is like my normal skin color. And compared to most people in the world, I look very white. My legs I could have at the beach for like 3 hours without sunblock on my legs, and they just don't tan. People would make fun of me when I was growing up because my skin was so fair. At this point, I could just drop the C word if anyone makes any comments about my skin, especially because I'm headed to Long Island in a couple of weeks to see some family, and I had mentioned my mom passed, so that's the main reason why I'm going down there, just to be with family with stuff. But when you're down there, because they're on an island, like everyone is tan. There's a large Italian population, and their like skin is more olive toned by nature. And then you have like German me come along with my, pale skin, and I stand out from everybody else. And as a kid, not so much a kid, I would say like as a teenager and in like, you know, undergrad, college, whatever, I would get made fun of a lot because my skin was so pale. And like, why don't you go out in the sun? Why don't you go get a tan? Blah, blah, blah. And then you fast forward and I'm like, I'm 52 and look, I don't have to get all this shit done to me because my skin's in good condition. It's less of a thing now. I feel like, I mean, back in the 80s, people would put like, you know, oil on your body to make your skin get more tan. And I see some people that I went to high school with whose skin is like, they do spray tans too, but their skin is like orange or they're burnt to a crisp. And it's like, it's almost like a badge of courage if they're burnt to a crisp because it's a fun story versus if you're pale and it's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, there's something wrong with me. This is just what my skin looks like. Anyhow, I'm really happy with the results of this appointment. So my tidbit is if there's something that, you know, is on your bucket list to get done, even if it's a dental cleaning, I don't know. It just is a good feeling after all this shit to hear from a medical doctor that like, you're okay. You're, you know, in a supportive way, not in a condescending way. Yeah, I've had several appointments lately and when I mention things, like the bump in between my chest, I've gone to 3 different doctors at this point. And they all either say like, oh, you know, it was always there. And I'm like, I don't, you know, then you start to question, well, was it always there? And the last person I saw, I might have vlogged about this. The last person I saw was a breast surgeon, and the breast center is awesome where I go. My breast surgeon moved to Texas for a job, but the other breast surgeon that I saw, at least she was like warm, fuzzy, friendly listening to me, which was important. Asking questions. Oh, that's watered down. It's not alcohol, it's coffee. It's just it's not very strong coffee. But she at least like asked me questions about stuff, and if anything, she said, I think the next step, if you're still uncomfortable with it, is to go see a GI to see if it's a GI issue. It's not a skin issue because there's nothing on top at all. I didn't bring it up to the dermatologist. I feel like I should go to a GI. They say it's my xiphoid process, which sounds like a process, but is actually like the end of your sternum. I just don't understand why it's inflamed. It could be because of the exercising. My body's like not used to doing like reverse pull-ups with this weight or ever. So I don't know what it is, but I don't like, I'm tired of being questioned for shit. Like, enough. I've been through enough. I shouldn't be questioned for shit. All right, I haven't vlogged in a while, so I'm trying to think of like what can I cover while I have you guys here. Oh, they took my because one of the questions they asked me was about IV something or other. Am I on IV medications? And I just had my last Zometa Infusion last Monday. Yeah, last Monday. They already took it off my chart. It's not an active medication anymore. So when I went in there, I checked off no, but I said I just finished the Zometa Infusion on July, whatever it was. And when the doctor came in and he asked the same question, or he asked what medications I'm on, and I'm like, well, that's the list. Like, can you just pull it up on the gateway? But I'm more than happy to like go over that with you. But I mentioned the IV thing, and he's like, what is it called? And I said, Zometa, zoledronic acid. And he's like, that's not even on your thing anymore, which was kind of cool that it's not, I mean, it's in my record that I was on it, but it's nice that like, it's not still on there. It's just one more, you know, chapter of this journey that has come to an end. I mean, a good end. Like, I did the Zometa as long as they told me to do it. And, you know, that's it. It was 3 years, every 6 months, and I did that. So, yeah. I'm sweating. I have no makeup on, although I feel like right now I'm not looking too shabby for having no makeup on. And he was, like, looking at my scalp and stuff, too. Complimenting me on my hair, which was nice. It was a good appointment. on a side note from dermatology, I have these little like white bumps here that are just clogged pores. So they have a person there that does facials, which is nice. So she will go in and pop them and do a facial for me next week. Oh, and then these jammies here. I don't even know why I'm talking dermatology. I just am, in case you're worried about stuff. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. He said these are mostly, like, these are either freckles or the seborrheic keratoses. But I have one of those on my leg, and it's like, it looks very different from these. So these are just like freckles. But I don't want to have to put on like cakey makeup to cover them. So he said they could just like do a peel or something, which I've never done before, because I'd be nervous about doing that like in a spa or something. I don't feel nervous doing that in a doctor's office. So we shall see. That's where I am. It's humid out. I'm gotta get to work. Just wanted to check in and share some good news. So I don't have skin cancer. Yay! It's so crazy that that's like I mean, of course that's a win, but like, most people would be like, of course I don't have cancer. But once you've had cancer, like every doctor you go to, you're like, oh, do I have that kind of cancer? Maybe I have all kinds of cancer. I don't know. But I don't have skin cancer. Yeah. All right. That's what I got for you. I'll check in when something else exciting is going on. Bye.